It's a mystery 50 years in the making.
It was so illustrious that it was recognized by the state 1776 commission, and it was destined for the Smithsonian.
A priceless work of wearable art designed to celebrate our nation's 200th birthday goes missing the same year it was hammered into existence.
The real history of this world is in the objects.
And it all started here at the historic Mabel Dodge Luhan house in the eastern outskirts of Taos.
We were all friends. You know, the parties, everybody was there. It was great. Yeah. What can you say? And those things, you don't plan it, it happens, and you're really happy.
The house itself has been a mecca for creative thinkers throughout the years. Built in the early 20th century by members of the Taos Pueblo, it was home to famed writer and arts patroness Mabel Dodge Luhan and her husband Tony. The wealthy luminary hosted salons throughout the 1920s and 1930s, featuring the likes of Georgia O'Keeffe, D.H. Lawrence, and Tennessee Williams, just to name a few. Then, decades later, the home would come under the ownership of yet another luminary in the counterculture movement, actor and filmmaker Dennis Hopper.
And when he came to town, he had heard about the belt, wanted to see it. It happened to be at my house that day, and came over just because that's where the belt was, and It was good fun.
This is sculptor and musician Kevin Cannon, and the belt he is referring to is this concha belt, handcrafted by a trio of artists while they all lived at the house, which the Easy Rider star would rename the Mud Palace.
Pepe, Jeffrey, and Ed rented the big house from Dennis, and that's where the silverwork started over there. In one of those major, there was like an offshoot room outside of the different apartments in there. And it was a great scene. There were like 15, 18 people living in there. Fantastic moment.
Inspired by the nation's 200th birthday, artists Daniel Pepe Rochon, Jeff Morris, and Ed Morgan all created the belt, featuring 7 conchas depicting each of the flags that had flown over the United States, with the nation's Great Seal adorning the center buckle. They were all hand-stamped and inlaid with ivory, coral lapis, turquoise, and gold.
Each concha was representation of an era in American history, mostly through the flags of the era. So you see the Don't Tread on Me snake, you see some World War II era, and Civil War, and the Revolution. And it's really just a beautiful piece made out of ingots, inlay, engraving. It's exquisite. I mean, it was so spectacular that people were fighting over where to show it.
And the 3 artists reportedly underwent a dramatic change while working on the belt. Originally a statement on American consumerism and nicknamed the Bicentennial belt, the process of creating the piece invigorated a sense of American pride within the artists. Museums and other entities were fighting over the chance to showcase the belt as a tour across the nation was starting to take shape. Newspapers at the time reported that the concha belt would appear at the Millicent Rogers Museum, then make its way north to Anchorage, Alaska, where the Taos News said it would begin its, quote, uncertain odyssey across America. But before that journey could be realized, the belt disappeared. Unfortunately, the details of exactly when the belt disappeared are fuzzy, and in the wake of its disappearance, a number of theories have emerged. One of the popular theories is that it was somehow tied to a drug deal, or a drug dealer stole the piece. Then there's the Hollywood connection.
Robert Redford was going to buy it, but Dennis Hopper took it because Mr. Rojan, the subject of Successful Outlaw, owed him money or something.
And some say that the belt was tossed into the San Francisco Bay off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Somehow, someone traded it, someone sold it, someone stole it, and no one really knows.
Cortez is the writer and director of the documentary Successful Outlaw, which chronicles the incredible life of one of the belt's concha makers, Pepe Rochon.
I met Mr. Rojan, Pepe Rojan, and at the time he was building an off-grid adobe, like a really large home on the Taos Mesa, and so I wanted to just study his techniques and learn from him. Eventually, I found out that he was very much involved in the cultural times of the hippie era in Taos.
According to Kevin Cannon, who created the leather work for the Bicentennial belt, the 3 artists parted ways after it disappeared, And as with any season, the bicentennial itself came and went. Cortez says that he has done exhaustive searches online with other hunters for the piece, but as of yet they haven't found any leads. And as America approaches its 250th anniversary, the mystery has once again sparked interest from the media, online detectives, and those just hungry for a good mystery. But for those who were there, like Cannon, the belt itself is a symbol of a bygone America, an ephemeral era of community, counterculture, and craft.
I still see people from that. You know, you see them in the post office, you see them in the grocery store, and it's like, you're a family member at that point, having lived through that period. When you're a kid, you're in your 20s, it's a fantastic moment. Absolutely fantastic.